Picture this: a national hero, alone in a cabin, 2 gunshots in the dark, and a mystery that would haunt America for over 200 years. This is the true story of Meriwether Lewis, and the night someone may have silenced him forever. The year was 1809. Meriwether Lewis wasn't just anyone, he was the American hero. The man who had crossed an entire continent. The explorer who mapped the unknown West alongside William Clark. When they returned in 1806, crowds flooded the streets. Cannons fired. Women wept with joy. Lewis and Clark were legends. President Thomas Jefferson rewarded Lewis by making him governor of Louisiana Territory. It seemed like the perfect ending to a perfect story. But it wasn't. Within 3 years, everything fell apart. Being governor wasn't like exploring wild rivers and climbing mountains. It was politics, paperwork, money problems. And Lewis? He was drowning. Someone in Washington started asking questions, dangerous questions. Where did all that government money go, Governor Lewis? Letters arrived demanding answers. Lewis had receipts. He had journals. He had proof. But someone didn't want him to reach Washington alive. At least, that's what many people believe. September 1809. Lewis boarded a steamboat heading down the Mississippi. He was going to Washington to clear his name. But passengers noticed something strange. Lewis talked to himself. He stared at the dark water for hours. Then one night, he tried to jump overboard. Crew members grabbed him just in time. "Let me go," Lewis shouted, struggling in their arms. "Just let me go." The boat captain was terrified. He ordered his men to watch Lewis every second. Something was very, very wrong with America's greatest explorer. When the boat reached Fort Pickering in Tennessee, the commander, Captain Gilbert Russell, took one look at Lewis and knew he couldn't let him continue. Not like this. Russell kept Lewis at the fort for 2 weeks. He took away his alcohol, made sure he ate, tried to help him heal, and it seemed to work. Lewis looked better, sounded better. "I'm ready now," Lewis told Russell. "I must reach Washington. I must clear my name." Russell didn't want to let him go. The road ahead was dangerous, the Natchez Trace, 450 miles of wilderness where robbers hid behind every tree. But Lewis insisted. He had important papers, secret journals, evidence that could destroy powerful people in Washington. On the 10th of October 1809, Lewis rode into the darkening forest. His servant followed with pack horses carrying those precious documents. Everything Lewis needed to prove his innocence was in those bags. As the sun set, they reached a tiny inn called Grinder's Stand. Just a rough cabin run by a woman named Mrs. Priscilla Grinder. Her husband was mysteriously away. Mrs. Grinder later claimed Lewis seemed deranged. He paced like a caged animal, he muttered to himself. She gave him a cabin and locked herself in her own room. Then came the night that changed everything. Bang! A gunshot shattered the silence. Then another. Bang! Mrs. Grinder heard it all. She heard Lewis crying out in agony, moaning, begging for help. And what did she do? Nothing. She stayed locked in her cabin until sunrise. When servants finally checked on Lewis, they found him on the floor in a pool of blood. He'd been shot twice, once in the head, once in the chest. But here's where it gets strange. Lewis was still alive, barely. "I am no coward," he gasped. "But I am so strong. It is so hard to die." He died hours later, just 35 years old. They buried him right there, near the lonely inn. The official story? Suicide. Depression, a disturbed mind, case closed. But William Clark never believed it. Neither did Lewis's family. Neither do many historians today. Because nothing made sense. How do you shoot yourself in the head and the chest? Try it. It's nearly impossible. Where was Lewis's money? He carried $120 of fortune then, gone. His gold watch? Vanished. His secret papers? Some disappeared forever. And Mrs. Grinder's story? It changed every time she told it. First she heard gunshots. Then she heard arguing. Then she saw mysterious men. Which story was true? The Natchez Trace was crawling with thieves and murderers. Did they kill Lewis for his money? For his papers? Or did someone from Washington send assassins to silence him before he could talk? Some suspected Mr. Grinder, who conveniently wasn't home that night. Others whispered about government conspiracies. Lewis knew secrets. Powerful secrets. Secrets that could ruin important men. In 1996, Lewis's family tried to solve the mystery once and for all. They wanted to dig up his body. Modern science could examine his bones, determine the angle of the bullets, prove whether it was murder or suicide. The government said no. The grave stays sealed. Why? What are they hiding? Over 200 years later, one of America's greatest heroes lies buried under a broken stone monument. The broken pillar represents a life cut short, a mystery unsolved, a truth buried with the dead. Was Meriwether Lewis murdered? Did he know too much? Did someone silence America's hero to protect their secrets? We may never know. But one thing is certain: on that dark October night in 1809, the truth died with him. And someone got away with murder.